Have you ever wondered how Australia's tropical climate and lush farmland produce some of the best mangoes in the world? Today, let us take a look into the incredible journey of how Australian farmers harvest thousands of tons of mangoes every year. Stick around as we take you from the farm, to the factory, to your table, and discover the skill, dedication, and technology that make it all possible. Australia's tropical regions, especially in Queensland, Northern Territory, and New South Wales, have ideal conditions for growing mangoes. With warm, sunny days and fertile soils, these areas produce juicy, delicious mangoes every season. Australian mango farms cover thousands of acres, and each one plays a part in supplying millions of mangoes, not only to locals but to mango lovers worldwide. Mango farming in Australia is no small feat. With each new season, farmers face unique challenges, from unpredictable weather to ensuring that every mango is harvested at the perfect time. It's a delicate process that requires experience, patience, and plenty of hands-on work. So let's get into the nitty-gritty details of how mangoes go from blooming flowers to the fresh fruit you enjoy. Australian mango production thrives in three primary regions: Queensland, Northern Territory, and New South Wales. Each area boasts unique climate patterns and soil conditions that not only impact the mango growing season, but also the specific varieties cultivated. Queensland, which produces over 50% of Australia's mangoes, is known for its tropical climate, with warm, humid conditions that encourage faster ripening. Varieties like Kensington Pride, R2E2, and Honeygold flourish here, and the region often kicks off Australia's mango season with an early harvest around late September. Moving north, the Northern Territory has a different climate, marked by distinct wet and dry seasons that affect the flowering and ripening cycles. With temperatures that stay high year-round, mango trees here enter flowering earlier, leading to some of the first harvests of the season. Farms in the Northern Territory are major suppliers of Kensington Pride mangoes and other early season varieties, which are known for their smooth texture and balanced sweetness. New South Wales, while smaller in production volume, provides a slightly cooler subtropical climate that supports late-season mangoes. This region extends the mango season and contributes to Australia's reputation for fresh mangoes well into the summer months. Farmers here grow varieties that ripen later and often have a more complex flavor profile, benefiting from the cooler temperatures and a gradual ripening process. Each region has its microclimate, which, combined with rich soils, creates the ideal environment for growing mangoes. The contrast in climates across these regions adds diversity to Australia's mango offerings, meaning that mangoes harvested from different areas can have subtle differences in flavor, texture, and sweetness. Mango season in Australia officially begins with the flowering phase, usually around June or July, depending on the region. Mango trees are sensitive to changes in temperature, so cooler winter nights followed by warm daytime temperatures help trigger flowering. This period is crucial because the trees need a delicate balance of moisture and warmth to produce flowers, which will eventually develop into mangoes. During flowering, each tree produces thousands of tiny, fragrant blossoms. These flowers are not only a sign that mango season is on the horizon, but they also give farmers an early indication of the season's yield. If the flowers are abundant and healthy, it's a promising sign of a good harvest ahead. However, flowering is also a vulnerable stage. Heavy rains or high winds can disrupt pollination and reduce the number of fruits the tree will bear. The mango flowers then start forming small green mangoes, which steadily grow in size as the season progresses. As the mangoes develop, farmers monitor them carefully, looking out for signs of pests, diseases, and weather conditions that might affect the crop. The fruits grow and change color gradually over a few months, and the first ripe mangoes are typically ready for picking by late September or early October, depending on the region. When mango season reaches its peak, it's all hands on deck. Harvesting mangoes is a hands-on, labor-intensive process that requires both skill and timing. Since mangoes are delicate and easily bruised, each one is picked by hand to ensure it's handled with the utmost care. The key to harvesting mangoes lies in knowing exactly when they're ready. Pick too early, and the mango won't have developed its full flavor. Pick too late, and the fruit risks being overripe and harder to transport. Timing is everything here. One of the biggest challenges is dealing with the latex sap that mangoes naturally release when picked. This sap, if not managed properly, can damage the mango's skin and cause blemishes. Experienced mango farmers know how to avoid excessive sap flow by choosing the right time of day to pick and using specific techniques to minimize contact with the stem. Many farms start early in the morning when the sap flow is slower to reduce the risk of latex burns on the fruit. The physical act of harvesting requires patience and a practiced hand. Farmers walk through rows of mango trees with specially designed picking poles or ladders to reach the higher branches. Each mango is examined for ripeness, a skill that farmers develop over years of experience. They can assess the fruit by its color, firmness, and sometimes even scent. A ripe mango has a specific feel when gently pressed, a certain richness in color, and often a slight fragrance that signals peak ripeness. After picking, the mangoes are placed carefully into crates or bins lined to prevent bruising. Harvesting teams work efficiently to gather the fruit without damaging it, ensuring that each mango remains in top condition for the quality control and packing stages. It's a delicate process that takes both skill and patience, and the farmer's expertise truly shines here as they handle each mango with care, knowing that the quality of their harvest depends on this crucial stage. Once the mangoes are picked with meticulous care, they enter a strict quality control process that's key to maintaining Australia's high standards. This stage is where the journey of each mango becomes a mix of human expertise and advanced technology, ensuring that only the very best mangoes make it to store shelves. Australian standards for fruit quality are among the highest in the world, so this process is thorough and highly regulated. The goal is to catch any imperfections that might affect the mango's freshness, appearance, or taste before it moves on to packaging. The quality control process begins with a preliminary inspection by trained workers who quickly sort through the mangoes and remove any visibly flawed fruit. These initial visual checks are just the beginning. Afterward, each mango moves along an automated conveyor belt where it undergoes further detailed inspection by state-of-the-art machinery. This technology is designed to detect a variety of quality indicators, including size, shape, color, and firmness. Australia's mango industry uses some of the most advanced sorting and grading equipment available, combining artificial intelligence, imaging technology, and sensors that can evaluate each mango's quality with impressive precision. As the mangoes move through this inspection line, cameras capture high-resolution images of each fruit from multiple angles, allowing the system to detect imperfections on the mango's surface that might not be visible to the human eye. These machines use algorithms to assess the color and shape of each mango, ensuring it meets the ideal standards for retail display. Beyond visual aspects, firmness sensors press gently on the fruit to check its ripeness without damaging it. This step is critical because mangoes that are overly ripe may not survive the journey to the consumer without bruising, while those that are too firm may not have developed their optimal flavor yet. This delicate balance of firmness and ripeness is essential for the mango's taste, texture, and longevity. Additionally, these inspection lines sometimes use infrared or near-infrared technology to analyze the fruit's internal quality. This allows inspectors to detect unseen factors like internal bruising or sugar content, ensuring that only mangoes with the perfect level of sweetness make it through. After going through the automated inspections, mangoes are given a grade based on strict criteria. Only the mangoes that meet these standards, meaning they have the right color, shape, firmness, and internal quality, are selected for packaging and export. Mangoes that are uniform in size and free from blemishes, discoloration, or irregularities are considered top grade, often labeled as premium mangoes. These mangoes are typically sold at a higher price point and are shipped to both domestic and international markets, where they are prized for their appearance and flavor. Those that don't quite make the top grade aren't wasted, though. Instead, they're sorted and designated for other purposes, which might include juice production, dried mango snacks, or even organic composting. This way, every mango is used and nothing goes to waste. Mangoes that may not look perfect on the outside are often just as flavorful on the inside, making them ideal for products that don't require pristine-looking fruit. Mangoes that don't meet retail standards are repurposed in a variety of ways. One common use is juice production, where the focus is on flavor rather than appearance. These mangoes are peeled, processed, and blended into juice, providing a refreshing, nutritious drink that's popular both in Australia and abroad. Another option is drying the mangoes to make chewy, naturally sweet dried mango slices. These slices retain the mango's rich flavor and offer a convenient, healthy snack that's loved worldwide. Finally, some mangoes that don't make it into consumer products are repurposed as organic compost or animal feed, ensuring that even the smallest mangoes find a purpose in the agricultural ecosystem. This sustainable approach helps reduce waste and returns valuable nutrients to the soil, supporting future crops and contributing to the health of the farming environment. This commitment to quality, combined with a zero-waste approach, showcases Australia's dedication to excellence in mango farming. After quality control, the mangoes move on to the cooling process, which is essential for preserving their freshness and preventing premature ripening. Freshly picked mangoes are naturally warm from being in the sun, and if they're left at these higher temperatures, they'll continue to ripen quickly, which isn't ideal for transportation. The goal of cooling is to slow down the ripening process, helping each mango stay at its peak for longer. By bringing the fruit's temperature down in a controlled way, farmers can ensure that each mango retains its texture, sweetness, and vibrant color until it reaches the consumer. The cooling process begins immediately after inspection to capture the fruit at its freshest. This stage typically involves pre-cooling rooms or forced air cooling tunnels, where the mangoes are stored at a low temperature for several hours. Pre-cooling is often done at around 12 to 50 to 54 degrees Fahrenheit, which is cool enough to slow the ripening enzymes, but not so cold that it damages the mango's texture or flavor. These cooling tunnels use large fans to circulate cold air around the mangoes, cooling them evenly and efficiently. This step requires precise monitoring, as overcooling can cause chilling injuries, which would damage the fruit's internal structure and make it unappealing to consumers. In some facilities, hydrocooling may be used, where mangoes are briefly submerged in chilled water to bring down their temperature quickly. This method is less common with mangoes, as they're a more delicate fruit, but it's sometimes employed for varieties that can tolerate moisture exposure. The cooling process is carefully timed and adjusted based on factors like mango variety, harvest conditions, and the intended destination market. By the end of this stage, the mangoes are at an optimal temperature, ready to be packed and shipped with their freshness locked in. Once the mangoes are cooled, they move to the packaging stage, which is just as vital as any other part of the process. Packing mangoes requires a balance of efficiency and gentleness. Each mango is packed in a way that protects it from bruising, jostling, or any other damage during transport. Mangoes are susceptible to bruising, so the packing process includes layers of padding, often with soft, recyclable materials, to cushion them in transit. Each mango is handled with care and arranged so it doesn't touch other mangoes too closely, reducing the risk of friction and pressure points that could mar the fruit's appearance. The packaging itself is designed with both appearance and practicality in mind. First, the mangoes are often packed into small trays or single layers within larger boxes to minimize movement. These trays may be separated by dividers, ensuring that each mango has its own protected space. Some packs use specialized fruit wraps or foam nets to give each mango an added layer of security, further preventing bumps or bruises. This thoughtful arrangement allows the mangoes to arrive in perfect condition, just as they were when they left the farm. Packaging materials are carefully chosen to suit the mango's journey, whether they're traveling domestically or internationally. For exports especially, the packaging needs to be sturdy enough to withstand long transport times. Australia exports mangoes to markets as far away as Japan, South Korea, the United States, and parts of Europe, so the boxes need to hold up over several days of handling and climate changes. Often, these export boxes are also insulated to maintain the mango's cool temperature throughout the journey, ensuring that the fruit remains fresh and flavorful when it reaches distant consumers. Another important aspect of packaging is labeling. Each box and sometimes even individual trays are labeled with essential information, including the mango's variety, origin, and a traceability code that can track the mango back to the specific farm it came from. These labels are a mark of quality and authenticity and allow buyers and consumers to trust that they're getting genuine Australian mangoes. Many labels also include harvest dates and best buy dates, giving retailers and consumers a clear idea of the mango's freshness and how long they can enjoy it at its best. Some packaging even incorporates QR codes or certification stamps that prove adherence to Australia's strict agricultural standards. For international shipments, these labels and certifications show that the mangoes meet the importing country's phytosanitary regulations, giving them a seal of approval that they are pest-free and safe for consumption. By providing detailed information, packaging labels contribute to the reputation of Australian mangoes as a premium, trustworthy product on the global market. From the cooling rooms to the packing lines, each step in this process is meticulously carried out to ensure that the mangoes arrive fresh, beautiful, and bursting with flavor. With every detail carefully attended to, from cushioning to labeling, the packaging process truly safeguards the mango's journey, ensuring they can reach consumers as fresh and vibrant as the day they were harvested. Did you know that Australian mangoes are loved far beyond Australia's borders? Countries like Japan, South Korea, the United States, and parts of Europe eagerly import these mangoes each season. It's a reputation built on quality. Australia's commitment to high standards has earned its mangoes a spot on the global stage, making them a sought-after export. This high demand stems from Australia's strict adherence to quality and safety standards, which is why Australian mangoes are often seen as premium products in the international market. Every exported mango has been through an extensive process to ensure it arrives fresh, flavorful, and safe for consumption, reinforcing the value of Australian mangoes worldwide. Mangoes aren't just delicious, they're also packed with nutrients. They're a great source of vitamins A and C, which are essential for a healthy immune system. Plus, mangoes contain antioxidants and fiber, making them a fantastic fruit for digestion and overall health. So, the next time you enjoy a mango, know that you're not only savoring the taste of summer, but also giving your body a boost of healthy goodness. Not only are mangoes tasty, but they're also a low-calorie snack, which is great if you're watching your diet. With their natural sugars and fiber, they're satisfying and healthy, perfect for a guilt-free treat on a hot day. The journey of how Australian farmers harvest thousands of tons of mangoes every year, it's a journey that starts in the field, winds its way through rigorous quality control and advanced cooling, and eventually lands right on your table. It's a process filled with dedication, expertise, and a true love for the land.